voters of Marine Parade GRC, McPherson SMC, fellow Singaporeans, good evening, selamat malam, vanakkam, wan sang hao. My name is Ting Ru, and together with Yi Jen Jong, Firoz Khan, Terence Tan, and Dylan Ng, we are the Workers' Party team for Marine Parade GRC. I would like to thank all of you for coming here to Ubi on a Monday night. We are approaching the last few days of our campaign. It has been a journey for us, and I would like to say a big thank you to all of you for your kind words, for your smiles, and for the honest feedback that you have given us. I would also like to thank the supporters and volunteers who have come out to work with us, support us, and listen to us. You have shown that together, we are stronger than the sum of our parts. You are part of Team WP, and for that, let's have a loud round of applause for Team WP. Tonight is your night, and I would like to talk to you about a stable Singapore for all of us. The PAP often warns us that we need stability. They tell us that we must vote for them for stability. They seem to think that if we have more voices in Parliament speaking up for Singaporeans, we will become politically unstable. To them, it does not matter if the diverse voices are respectable, rational, and responsible. It is either their way, their own voices, or the highway. My fellow Singaporeans, what do you think? Is this correct? Let me tell you what I think. I think it is absolutely correct that Singapore must be stable. But I disagree that the PAP and the PAP alone will provide us with stability for our future. I disagree that political stability means having one party rule. Let me ask you this. Is it stable to have a government with almost total dominance in Parliament tell us that they lead, we follow? Is it stable to put all the power into the hands of a few and hope that they will do what is best for us? Is it stable to be led by an exclusive group that tells us that they are perfectly capable of checking themselves? Exactly. Let me tell you what instability is. Instability is putting all of our faith in one small group of people to have all the answers with no external checks to ensure that they do the right thing for Singapore and Singaporeans. Instability is letting a government self-check our beloved Singapore into a country where we have sick people sleeping in tents and hospital corridors. They have self-checked Singapore into a place where our healthcare staff are overworked, trying to cope with the lack of manpower. Our natural aristocrats failed to plan for enough hospital beds and resources to cater for the huge population increase. A huge population increase that they themselves have allowed. I know the pain caused by this is real. My 97-year-old grandmother suffered from pneumonia last year, and she had to wait for almost 24 hours in the A&E before a bed was available for her. Instability is having a national grassroots organization funded by you, the taxpayer, treat the voices of you, the people, with such utter contempt that they sideline and ignore your elected MP. I know the problems caused by this is real. Our WP MPs found themselves shut out from various community events. They were hampered in their efforts to work with their residents to build a better community for all. Geographical instability is having voters in Serangoon Central wake up one morning to find that the ground has suddenly moved and that Breddo Heights SMC is part of Marine Parade GRC. Never mind that the sea is miles away. I know the anger caused by this is real. So many residents in Serangoon Central have come up to me to tell me that they were upset when Breddo Heights SMC was absorbed by Marine Parade GRC after the PAP won the SMC by a narrow margin. So, what then is a stable Singapore? Our chairman, Sylvia Lim, last night spoke about a stable future for Singapore, and I cannot agree more with what she has said. I want to add that we, the Workers' Party, see a stable Singapore where we have better balance in Parliament, where we abolish GRCs, which dilute your voices, and have each candidate stand for themselves on their own. This would force the government of the day to stop diluting your voices, to listen more to us, the people, to shape policies that will take us forwards, not backwards. We see a stable Singapore where we have a strong, neutral civil service. This will serve as an additional pillar in a stable government framework. We see a stable Singapore where we have a unifying people's association that is not politicized. A grassroots with true community leaders who work together from the ground up with their friends to create a better life for their neighbors. This will make our people the co-owners of our own towns and communities. We see a stable Singapore where residents of Siglap do not wake up one day to find that their beloved Juchat SMC has been swallowed up by Marine Parade GRC, and to see that McPherson SMC has been kicked out once more. We see a stable Singapore where we have a strong opposition empowered to work together despite any differences, to move forward together with fellow Singaporeans. A stable Singapore where first and foremost, our aim is to leave no man behind. A stable Singapore where we do not sprint madly on our own ahead towards the finish point. A stable Singapore where those in front always look behind to see with their own eyes how the rest of our teammates are doing. Some people tell us that we must choose between stability and excitement. Do you agree? Must Singaporeans make that choice not to get excited about our own country? How can this be? Singapore may be young. Singapore may still be a work in progress, but I believe that there is much to be excited about as we shape the political direction and future of our country. I say, we choose to get excited over working together as one people, one nation, one stable Singapore. My fellow Singaporeans, Voters of Marine Parade GRC, come 11 September, let us empower ourselves. Let us take that big step towards a more stable Singapore. Let us have more rational, responsible, and respectable voices in Parliament and turn Marine Parade and MacPherson a bright, solid shade of blue. Vote for the Workers' Party. Empower your future. Thank you.